of spring-like temperatures.
News 4 at 6 begins with breaking news.
We begin tonight with the ailing health of the oldest living former U.S. president. Good evening, I'm Mauricio Casillas. Tonight, Jimmy Carter's Foundation says the 98-year-old is receiving hospice care at home. A statement released earlier this evening says the former president has had several short hospital stays recently, but today decided to spend his remaining time at home with his family instead of receiving additional medical intervention. Carter served as president from 1977 until 1981. He was diagnosed with cancer in August 2015, a melanoma that spread to both his liver and his brain, but was later declared cancer-free. Today's statement also said Carter's decision to receive hospice care comes with the full support of his family and medical team. And of course, our partners at NBC Nightly News will have much more on this developing story coming up at 6:30. We'll be sure to bring you updates as they come in from the NBC Washington app. Also developing tonight, a sad update to this early morning high-rise apartment fire in Silver Spring, Maryland. The fire department spokesperson confirms that a woman has now died. This frightening scene sent residents struggling to get out of the building as thick black smoke filled their escape routes. This all started at around 6 in the morning at the apartments on Georgia Avenue. It's a couple blocks north of Colesville Road. News 4's Derek Ward talks to residents about their scary ordeal.
It was all black in the stairwell. I couldn't breathe. My eyes were watering up. And so I said, you know what? I'm not going to make it.
The start of a terrifying morning for residents of the Arrive apartment building in Silver Spring. Just before 6 a.m., a fire that started in a 7th-floor apartment was sending smoke throughout the building. Resident Gianna Granowski shot this video. It shows what it was like.
And it was wild.
Stephen Wilkes and his wife had run from their 15th-floor apartment, awakened by alarms. He says his wife got out ahead of him. He had to run into a wall of acrid smoke.
So I went back upstairs to get air.
Resident Bosco Riga and his girlfriend had to turn back from their escape, too.
Okay, we hit the stairway with a couple people. By the time we hit up with the 7th floor, it was black. Couldn't breathe, couldn't see. So I was like, okay, we gotta go back up.
Upper floor neighbors were letting people into their apartments where there was still breathable air.
We stood on the balcony for one hole. Inside of there, like small explosions and stuff and glass cracking.
There were 2 times when the firemen came by. They told us the first time to stay where we were, because that was the best place to be, so we could get air. And then the second time, they safely evacuated everybody to the far stairwell.
You have fire crews going up, residents coming down, all in the same stairwell. And yes, the smoke conditions on multiple floors throughout the building were identified as extremely dense.
A building with some 1,200 to 1,300 residents, some trapped by the smoke, others trying desperately to escape. 10 people were taken to the hospital, some with critical injuries, some with non-life-threatening injuries. 3 firefighters were also injured. More than 100 firefighters responded. A number of residents went to the Doubletree Hotel across the street, where county emergency management workers began the process of getting them shelter. Red Cross teams also began a spectrum of services.
That welcoming kind of embrace, like we want to make sure that people know that they're taken care of and that the whole community is represented through the Red Cross.
The fire didn't spread to any adjacent apartments, but the choking smoke and the terror of the darkness, they took a toll.
Hold my Bible and just, and stay calm. That's all. That's all I could do.
Fire was put down swiftly, with crews responding from neighboring jurisdictions. Dealing with the flames was just the beginning.
The operations are now focused on resident services and investigations.
And for those who got out safely, time to take it all in.
This was not my day, and I am happy, and I called my mother and told her I love her.
In Silver Spring, Derek Ward, News 4.
Montgomery County Fire and Rescue just updated us, telling us that there's more than $2 million in damages. In addition to the 10 people transported by ambulance, 7 more residents took themselves to the hospital. Red Cross teams will continue to work with the impacted families in the days and weeks to come. All right, meantime, let's turn now to Storm Team 4. Our weekend started off pretty chilly, but things are now starting to warm up once again. Meteorologist Clay Anderson is in the Storm Center with a look at our Sunday forecast. Hey there, Clay.
Yes, thanks a lot, Mauricio. And we were just talking about that. For those who love snow, this is not going to be the week for you, as temperatures will continue to rise once again above average. pretty nice, delightful afternoon and evening across our area right now with the temperature soaring into the low 40s. It's 43 degrees right now currently is the temperature, and we show you that at National Harbor. The Ferris wheel looks pretty nice out there, everyone. It feels like it's about 38 degrees, but the winds coming from the south will keep us on the warm side throughout the weekend. Right now, we're telling you temperatures 43 degrees in town, even out to our west. Hagerstown coming in at 45 degrees for this time of year. That's warmer than average. Hour by hour tonight, we'll start to cool down. We'll keep the clouds in. We'll give you the complete forecast for Sunday and Monday. Mauricio in just a bit. That's it.
Thanks so much, Blake. Meantime, new tonight, U.S. officials believe China may be providing non-lethal military aid to Russia in the Ukraine war. Officials didn't provide specifics, but say it could include gear like uniform.
But when enough of those details are melted together, they become big. Try the new toasted baguettes from Panera.
I just got dime a dozen already. Don't worry, Mike. All you need is a little more breakfast. Let's take a break.
There, Sam. You're probably having one of those days. After the break, I'll see if we can get the old caption guy back before he sues us for wrongful termination.
So, Chris, what is the problem with a clogged gutter?
A gutter that's clogged, all the water from your roof is going to enter your gutter and then overflow, or maybe even worse, could be behind the gutter. Damages that occur, rotten fascia, rotten soft vent, mildew, mold in the attic. But the big one is all that water hitting your foundation, causing thousands of dollars of damage.
That sounds awful. So how can Leak Filter fix this problem?
So the first thing we're going to do is professionally clean out all your gutters, realign them, install our leak filter system that allows nothing but water. No debris, no shingle grit, nothing's going to go in your gutter except for water. We're going to push that water down to our downspout. That downspout is going to push all the water away from the foundation.
Perfect. So how do people sign up?
Simple and easy. Just give us a call, set up an appointment. We'll come out, give you a free gutter inspection. Folks in the greater D.C. area, call 771-215-5201 or visit noclogs.com.
Here's some good news for families across Virginia. Common sense rate relief is in the works. The Virginia General Assembly is working to pass legislation that strengthens regulatory oversight and lowers the cost of electricity. The State Corporation Commission confirms the legislation will reduce rates. That means at least $350 million in savings. Contact your state legislators. Tell them at a time of higher prices for food and gas, real rate relief will help.
Monday at 4, a traffic stop that changed a Maryland man's life forever.
If I don't run, I'm gonna die.
In the wake of the Tyree Nichols case, he's sharing his story for the first time with the News 4 I-Team. Monday on News 4 at 4.
Back tonight with a heartbreaking update amid the cleanup of devastating flooding in parts of West Virginia. The body of an 11-week-old was found in a submerged car after a woman says she tried to escape with the infant as the waters rose. Investigators say she misjudged the water's depth as it covered a road in the Fayette County town of Pax yesterday morning. She tried to get the baby out of the car, but couldn't find it. Visibility was near zero due to muddy conditions. Once the waters receded, the child's body was found inside the car. The area where the vehicle was recovered had water as deep as 18 feet. Today, funerals were held for two of the students killed in that Michigan State University mass shooting. Sophomore Brian Frazier was laid to rest at a church in Grosse Pointe Farms, that's a Detroit suburb. And a few miles away, mourners said their farewells to Alexandria Verner. A funeral for the third victim, Ariel Anderson, set for next week. 5 other people are still in the hospital. Meantime, police say 43-year-old Anthony McRae opened fire in 2 buildings Monday. He later killed himself in front of police. Detectives found 2 handguns, ammunition, and a note with a possible motive for that attack. Police say McRae felt he had been slighted by people or businesses, but he had no connection to the school. A special ceremony in Loudoun County, Virginia today as officials remember the first black man believed to have fired a weapon in support of the Union Army during the Civil War. Parks officials and the Loudoun NAACP dedicated a plaque to Louis A. Bell. This is located at Balls Bluff National Cemetery northeast of Leesburg. Bell was a freed camp worker. Local newspaper reports from 1861 say he armed himself with a rifle, firing upon Confederate soldiers in a bloody battle. At the time, black men were not legally allowed to take up arms. Bell was eventually captured along with many other Union troops and later exchanged for Confederate captives. Up next, plays back with a look at the full 24 forecast, a warmer Sunday ahead, and what's to come as the work week begins. Plus, Solange Sosa is at the DC Wharf tonight for a Mardi Gras celebration. Hey there, Solange.
Hey, it is not New Orleans, it's the work. Family fun and music and so much good. Take a look. We're coming back with some more as we get ready for fireworks in just minutes. Here, and I'm in front of the all-new Koons Woodbridge Hyundai, and it is unbelievable. It's modern, it's loaded with new Koons Hyundais, and it is big. Are you ready for this?
Direct from Broadway, Into the Woods is coming to D.C. Don't miss your chance to get your wish. 3 weeks only, beginning February 23rd. Do all you can to book a ticket. Should you go? Of course you should. Into the Woods at the Kennedy Center. On sale at kennedy-center.org.
She found it. The feeling of finding the psoriasis treatment she's been looking for. Sotyktu is the first of its kind, once daily pill for moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. For the chance at clear or almost clear skin. It's like the feeling of finding that outfit psoriasis tried to hide. Or finding your swimsuit is ready for prime time. Dad, once daily Sotyktu is proven to get more people clearer skin than the leading pill. Don't take if you're allergic to Sotyktu. Serious reactions can occur. Sotyktu can lower your ability to fight infections, including TB. Serious infections, cancers including lymphoma, muscle problems, and changes in certain labs have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection, liver or kidney problems, high triglycerides, or had a vaccine or plan to. Sotyktu is a TYK2 inhibitor. TYK2 is part of the JAK family. It's not known if Sotyktu has the same risks as JAK inhibitors. Find what plaque psoriasis has been hiding. Ask your dermatologist about Sotyktu for clearer skin. So clearly you. Sotyktu.
I'm Dan Murray. A lot of people don't realize that our attorneys only get paid if you get paid. That means when you win big, we win big. And that's why we're in. We're all in. All law firms are not the same. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
There's a big Koons grand opening in Woodbridge, and if you're even thinking about buying a new Hyundai, this is the all-new Koons Woodbridge Hyundai. One of the nation's biggest is now in Woodbridge. The all-new Koons Woodbridge Hyundai.
You're watching News 4 at 6.
The Mardi Gras celebrations have already begun. The Wharf is
come
bringing the
on.
taste of New Orleans to the district with a parade that kicked off earlier this afternoon. The pre-event also features food, live music, and a fireworks finale. Solange Sosa from our sister station, Telemundo 44, is live in Southwest DC. And Solange, it looks like you have a lot of fun out there. What can you tell us?
It is still happening. And like you said, started this afternoon with a parade. It's still walkers. And as you can hear, lots of music. Check this out. There's so much going on. Well, this is the best way to kick off this weekend. And a lot of other holidays like coming up on Monday, President's Day. Well, this parade also featured today by the Eastern High School Marching Band, the Washington Nation's Amazing Presidents, and the Wizards of Wiz in Batala, Washington. A dance party will continue later on today. It started at 4:30 and will go on until after the fireworks, which will start at 6:30 p.m. Well, and as you can see, people continue getting closer to the band. They're loving the music. I've spoken to people today who are just happy to be here today, and like I said, to kick off this weekend of holidays. Take a listen.
It's so great. It's amazing. Like, all throughout the year, it's something to do down here that's just so great. I love it.
Well, Mauricio, we're going to stay here and wait for the fireworks, and hopefully we'll get to have those live pictures for you as we finish off the show.
All right, Solange, looks like you're having a lot of fun. The band is playing. Sounds like a lot of fun. Thanks so much for your time, Solange. I'm going to turn now to Storm Team 4 with a live look outside on this Saturday evening. We had that chilly start.
Oh, that forgot to press the button.
Warming up for our Sunday. Meteorologist Clay Anderson in the Storm Center tonight with the full forecast. And Clay, you saw a lot of people out there not too bundled up. Things looking pretty good.
That's true, Mauricio. This is kind of like the light jacket kind of an evening. And as a matter of fact, the whole weekend, as temperatures continue to rise across our area, we reached a high today of about 47 degrees inside the Beltway. But it's only going to get warmer than that as we continue tomorrow and into Monday. Temperatures outside right now, as I said, remaining in the low 40s. But the key, of course, is the wind. Take a look at that wind direction, everyone. When you're talking about winds from the south at 8 miles per hour, well, that tells a story. Winds at 8 miles per hour, and as a result, we will continue to see temperatures gradually subside throughout the evening. Temperatures will drop from the 40s down to the 30s, the mid-30s inside the Beltway. So we'll have some temperatures that will remain above freezing across our area. With that, the weekend outlook, as we showed you what we do expect, and this is what it looks like, rather seasonal for the most part, but temperatures will start to rise tomorrow, about 60 degrees, and then into the 60s for Monday. More clouds on Monday than Sunday, but we're going to try to keep it dry the entire President's Day weekend. And with that, today, we had a great day today. Tomorrow, windy conditions, winds from the southwest at 10 to 20 miles per hour. For Monday, some more clouds, and a week ahead, believe it or not, temperatures may exceed 70 degrees. That's right. Live Storm Team 4 radar across the board, showing just some dry weather, no rain showers across the area. As we take a broader view and show you that the east looks cloud-free, out to our west, picking up some clouds coming across the Ohio Valley, but that's just about it. We don't see really any rain makers in future weather. Future weather over the next 24 hours, 48 hours. Notice that we have some clouds overnight. Clears out again for your Sunday across the area. Looking pretty good, everyone, as we continue into Sunday. Future temperatures, as we show you the rise in those temperatures from the 30s to the 40s to the mid-50s of Sunday afternoon, tomorrow afternoon. We're looking at some mid-50s. Temperatures close to 60 degrees down to our south. So some very nice weather will be approaching across the area. With that, as we talk about the forecast for us, forecast looks very, very good over the next several days. For tomorrow, as I said, closing in on 60 degrees. It will be sunny. Winds from the west at 10 to about 20 miles per hour. Here we are for the 4-day forecast. We talked about the breezes for Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. Notice how the minimum or the low temperature in the 40s. So into Wednesday, picking up some showers across the area. Thursday, look at that temperature there, 74 degrees for a high temperature. We'll give you more details as we continue. Mauricio, no snow, as I told you. Not this week anyway.
No snow yet, all right.
Yeah.
Okay. Turning now to some tense moments outside of a bookstore in Silver Spring, Maryland this afternoon, where a drag queen story hour event was being held. Take a look. Organizers took this video as masked members holding Proud Boys signs protested outside. This is at Loyalty Bookstore on Ellsworth Drive near Veterans Plaza. Organizers of the Drag Queen Story Hour say their volunteers were kicked and their feet stomped on, and one volunteer was allegedly punched in the face. Montgomery County Police tell us they responded to the scene and dispersed the crowd. No one was arrested. Next in sports, a Super Bowl champion joining the Commanders. Up next, Team Insider JP Finley will join us live with an update about the new coach that's coming to Washington. But first, here's a look at what's ahead on NBC Nightly News.
Ahead for us, dogs to the rescue. Our reporter went to the Rockies to show how canines trained to save people trapped under an avalanche. And Miracle on Ice, a visit with the Ukrainian Pee Wee hockey team. Tonight, Nightly News.
And now here's your weekend line from PointsBet.
I like the Boston Celtics out of the Eastern Conference. Now Boston is the most balanced team in the East. They're also averaging just over 120 points per game at home, which makes it tough for any playoff opponent to go into Boston. Defensively, the Celtics have two big men in Robert Williams and Al Horford. That helps this defense be a top 10 unit. Boston had a ton of preseason adversity. Their coach got suspended, and that doesn't stop them from being the best team in the NBA. I like the Celtics to come out of the East. Get in on the action using the QR code on the screen for your exclusive sign-up offer.
He strikes again with PointsBet. With our exclusive lightning bets, you can bet live on the next play, minute by minute. Or build a live same-game parlay right in the middle of the action. Sign up now and get 5-second chance bets up to $100 each. PointsBet.
Tesla Full Self-Driving will run down a child in a school crosswalk, swerve into oncoming traffic, hit a baby in a stroller, go straight past stopped school buses, ignore do not enter signs, and even drive on the wrong side of the road. Tesla's Full Self-Driving is endangering the public with deceptive marketing and woefully inept engineering. 90% agree that this should be banned immediately. Why does NHTSA allow Tesla Full Self-Driving?
The Boston restaurant scene right now is as exciting as it has ever been. There's spicy, dynamic, diverse food here. It's time for people to take a second look at Boston. Boston never gets old. Yeah!
Where will your new Chevy take you this year? Anywhere.
At 55 years old, I don't want to just be a voice.
On Fox. And the best part of it is not the Harvard, it's not the 55 for high school, but that you really be able to see the real Gus Johnson. He really is a phenomenal human being. That's right. He's one of the most interesting people. He really is. I love him. Love to see Gus. You gonna watch it in the car on the way home? I got it recorded, but I'm gonna be safe when I drive home. Okay. I appreciate that. Lead is 7 for Providence. 6.5 to go. Carter is fouled. In the NBA, that might have been a clear path foul. He says 1-1. And just stepped in late and watched the feet low. The other way that's cleared his right foot, but it's almost like a trip.
Bieniemy, he was on the field after the comeback win in the Super Bowl. This is a guy that's been running the Chiefs offense for 5 years now, 2 Super Bowl titles, another Super Bowl appearance. The Chiefs' offense, with Bieniemy at the helm, has never finished worse than 6th in yards in the NFL. Twice they've had the top offense in the NFL, including this past season when they traded away Tyreek Hill, their star wide receiver, and they still got it done. There's some questions why Bieniemy would want to come to the Commanders, but now he's away from the shadow of Andy Reid and Patrick Mahomes, and if he can prove he can get it done in Washington, he can get it done anywhere. Now, let's get back to the big game here in Raleigh. You've got the Capitals taking on the Hurricanes. The Capitals have been scuffling of late. They've lost 3 in a row, and they're without their star, Alex Ovechkin, who's tending to family matters after the loss of his father. That didn't stop the Caps from making a fashionable arrivals here at Carter Finley Stadium. They rolled up in school buses. I've seen a lot of professional teams roll up, never in a school bus. They get off, they've got their
The heck they doing a school bus?
On, holding footballs. The guys are embracing what is a really fun atmosphere here in Raleigh, but they also understand they need a win.
After a couple losses, sometimes the mood gets a little bit down, but then you have something like this, and it boosts everything back up. So I think it's, great timing for us.
There's more going on. The conditions are different when you go out there and play. It's a different arena, but the mentality is the same. It's 2 crucial points for us. We gotta start putting some win streaks together.
It's a super special thing to be able to play outdoors and everything that comes around it. But I think inside the locker room we're aware of how important these points are, and when the game starts, we're gonna be focused and ready to go.
Should never done that. Should never done that.
Guys, just how wild the atmosphere is down here. When you're talking about a football stadium,
I got my man.
Almost 60,000. It's going to be completely full tonight. I got here at 5 o'clock. That's 3 hours before game time. This place was packed. They sent me to overflow parking. People have been out here tailgating since 2 o'clock. I don't know what shape some of these people are going to be in by the time they get to that game, but it's going to be rowdy in there, Mauricio.
All right, JP Finley joining us live from Raleigh, North Carolina, where the atmosphere looks pretty great for some hockey. Thanks so much for joining us. And weather looks great in Raleigh. Let's check in one last time with how things are looking with Clay here.
Well, Mauricio, it looks pretty nice. The Mardi Gras going on down to areas down at the waterfront. Temperatures will rise to the 60s close to 60 degrees for your Sunday. Notice Monday and Tuesday still above average, everyone. Take a quick peek in Thursday, 74. That temperature is correct. It will cool down, but it looks pretty nice. Chance of rain Saturday and Sunday. But sorry, big boys and little girls, no snow this week. Mauricio, back to you.
All right, Clay, thanks so much, and thank you.
You're playing catch-up, and there are a lot of expectations.
What's so funny, Mike? The world dropped acting like a 2002.
Never done that.
2002 are fun. I wish I watched when I was a kid. Enough with the 2002. I'm getting busy. Reebok has invaded World Cup. Looks like we're in for an invasion of sitcoms. Sam would have a royal fit if he saw this logo in the World Cup. Could you try to get the World Cup back, please? Oops. Sorry, my bad. I'll see what I can do. Now it's Grimbles' Max Storm World Cup. I can hardly wait to see Silico eating cows with Twinkles. Say good night, Twinkles. Good night, Twinkles. Who asked you? You were not butter and you were not Pringles. Sheesh. And shush and sheesh.
Oh boy.
Only did not take over Pippa. What are you trying to pull? I just wanted to see what would happen if Fulico left female mourn. When Microsoft Sam gets back, he's gonna hear about this and he'll give you your just deserts. But good. Judas Priest. Sam was right about you, Mike. You really are a total asshole. Don't you start. I am not an asswipe, you son of a bitch.
At least I beat my own score.